starting the live na agad.
Hi guys! Hi mga kadikada sa Canada. Most of our friends and our followers are asking, paano ba kami talaga nakapunta dito sa Canada? Paano ba naging dekada sa Canada family? So, we will share to you on this video kung paano ba kami nag-migrate here in Canada. I just want to share to you, before my wife and me, hindi niya alam yung Canada. But me, I know Canada that time, but I don't know that how big is Canada all about. So I just did research. Actually, hindi pa usang internet known. Uso na yung internet, but I'm not into internet. So, so all I know is Canada is a good place. And when you go here in Canada, alam ko, it's a big city, it's a nice city, it's a clean city, it's a prosperous country, right? But when we get here, there's a different place pala here in Canada. And Canada is so big. So let's start first kung paano, how we started our dream going here in Canada. We started our dream going here in Canada, all the modesty aside. I'm a university professor back way home for almost a decade, right? And I'm teaching and I have a stable career. And my wife have a stable career as well in Jollibee. I used to work in university back way in the Philippines, and she's working as a manager in Jollibee. So I heard this Mercan to my sister. I heard this Mercan to my friends. Ano ba yung Mercan na to? I told to myself. Even when I was fresh graduate, meron mga nagsasabi sa akin about Mercan na tara punta tayo sa Mercan para makapunta tayo sa Canada. And then, magkano ba? Ang una kong tanong, magkano ba yung baba? Ay, mahal. Sabi ko, mag-iipon muna ako, magtatrabaho muna ako dito sa Philippines. So in order for me to get a work experience. But that time, hindi pa ako masyadong interested moving or going here in Canada. But I thought going here in Canada is just yung mga caregiver, mga nurse, right? So what I did is I studied caregiving course pa, but I didn't use it, right? And then, long story short, right? I heard again about Merca to my sister, Ivy. Actually, we still her dream. Ivy is the one that gave me an idea about Mercan. What is this Mercan all about? And I heard about her because she's a people-oriented. She's a street smart. My sister is a street smart, meaning marami siyang kakilala at marami siyang nalalaman. So, sabi ko, ano ba yung Mercan na yan? And then I asked about her. Oh, I heard that before. Now it refreshed my mind. One of my friends before told me about this Mercan. And then it refreshed me. And then I searched on the internet. Oh, marami nga nakakaalis. And it get interest. And I was interested. And it's at the back of my mind already. Right? Na gusto ko mag-apply, gusto ko mag-abroad, pero we're so busy in our career. And one time, the school sent me Manila. So one time, because of that one seminar, right, dinala ko resume ng wife ko, dinala ko resume ko. Actually, I'm the one that really applied, right? And then, so pinakidala-dala ko lang ang resume niya, just to make sure. And then I went to Mercan, I searched Mercan, oh, dito siya. That's why one time, bakit bumaba siya sa Galleria, this Robinson's Galleria, right? So, ba't bumaba siya dito sa Paano or Ortigas? Sa Ortigas yun. So, bakit bumaba siya sa Ortigas? Sabi siguro ng mga coffee chair ko. And then, secret, I told to them. Then I went there. Then I'm bringing the resume of my wife and I'm bringing my resume. I talked to one of the front desk or receptionist of the Mercan. Then I submitted my resume. And sabi ko, pwede ko rin bang i-submit yung resume ng wife ko? She's working in Jollibee. Oh, lalong namilog ang mga mata nila because I told them I'm a university professor right now, but I used to work in the restaurant and I have a background in hospitality management. But when sinabi ko, pwede ko bang pwede ko bang i-submit as well the resume of my wife because she's working Doon namilog ang mga mata nila, right? So it means I'm not the one that qualified. It's my wife that is qualified. That time we're just fiancé, boyfriend, girlfriend pa lang kami. No? So, iniwan ko yung resume niya. And then after a few days lang, I think they called. Unfortunately, they didn't call me. Obviously, they don't like that my quality. Not that they don't like me, but they don't need me. The one that they need is someone that is working already in Jollibee or in any fast food chain. That fast food chain, Pizza Hut, Starbucks, right? But my qualification is not what they're looking for. So, long story short, she will be the ticket to my Canadian dream. So what I did, I pushed her because the opportunity is not only once, as they said. So I told her, this is your opportunity. You have to grab it. Although that time she's so satisfied in her job, I'm so satisfied with my job. We're building our home. We already have we're starting to building our home back way in the Philippines. So we stopped, and I think we're planning to get married that time as well. But we stopped everything because of this what we call Canadian dreams, right? So everything was postponed. Everything was postponed, right? And then nag-apply na siya, tinawagan na siya ng Mercat, and then the process is ongoing. Now, we have one guest. Now, I'm inviting her to join me. Kung paano ba talaga yung procedure ng pagpunta sa Canada with the help of Mercat, right? Now I'm with my ticket to my Canadian dream. That time she's still my fiance, now it's my wife, right? She's the one that brought me here in Canada. Now, most of the people asking, right? Paano ba talaga yung process? Because I cannot answer you because I'm not the one that processed the paper. I just submitted the resume and she's qualified. Now, what is the process?
So the process is we created first our online application through our website, and you will see that third website is recruit.ca. Me and my husband uploaded our online resume. So once you uploaded your online
No, it's
resume,
just your resume. I'm the one that process. I think it's like this.
yeah, but usually is the procedure is I uploaded still is online resume.
Okay.
It's because we don't know there's a little bit chance and consideration. That's for yun ang sinasabi natin sa inyo guys. As long there is even 1% hope and chance, just try, and who knows, they will need more manpower here in Canada and they
Exactly.
will consider the application. Do not say that, oh, I am not manager like you, I don't have enough guts and confidence. You will build that confidence. And me, they considered my application. It's because it's been my whole life university. I am a cashier in Jollibee.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's 2 years as a Jollibee manager is just add-ons to
Yeah.
the eye up that I've become an apple of eye of an employer. But in reality, it's the almost 6 years that being cashier in Jollibee when I was in university. That's really the one that my husband, na lumaki yung mata nila, o baka cashier pa to. Kasi usually, fast food chains and restaurants, they will promote you to become a manager if you've been a regular, or even not regular, a consistent improvement, right? So long story short, when you uploaded the online application, Mercant will look upon those application and you complete all the requirements before you will go to Ortigas. It's a
So,
hard
can you
process.
give us a detail or kung naalala mo pa, what are those requirements?
Of course, those requirements is the legit or legal supports that you are really a worker of a fast food chain,
Yeah.
restaurant. You can fake
Yeah,
resume,
it's
right?
not just the piece of paper
Yeah.
that is resume or employment certificate.
Yeah.
So they want something from,
From
the
the
government.
government
And
and taxable. So every time you receive a pay stub, there benefits na government will support you
That's
based
why
on
they
the
know
tax.
you're working.
Yeah.
Because every employment or every employee in the Philippines, kailangan may SSS tax rather. So kung naghuhulog ka ng tax, it means you're working on that specific company and the specific company is listed on that SSS. So you cannot just fake it na meron kang certificate. No, because you can just go to Recto and just type it, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Maybe that's why they ask you the SSS something, right?
it's because those requirements that will support your credential and integrity ng ano mo,
Yeah.
yung resume mo.
Actually, the first gusto ko madaan, gawa na lang tayo. But
Nah.
you can't. You can't
Because
in the first place. That's why those people who wants to fake it, you cannot fake it really because they're asking the government insured forms or some
Yeah.
informations,
But
right?
it's really not good to fake your resume or application.
Exactly.
Do not rush everything. If you want to apply in Canada, go
Even
start.
me, I applied in
Yeah.
Jollibee, by the way. I was accepted as management trainee. I just want to share it to you because I really want to go in Canada, but she's my ticket, I told you, right? So, I applied in Jollibee. I was accepted. And then dahil lang nila sa kitchen, Monday lang ako bumalik ako sa kitchen.
It's really hard, guys.
It's really hard.
You need to
It's
invest.
really hard.
And if it is
Exactly.
not really meant for you, don't ever feel like, oh, I'm not really meant with the fast food. My husband is on
I'm not really
teaching,
meant,
but
yeah.
God used me as his ticket. And now we're here almost a decade in Canada. You too, guys. You try your best. If we did it better, you will do it best. So back to our
Like going back.
discussion is all of the SSS, BIR, pay stubs,
All the supporting
yeah,
documents.
everything.
How about the NBI? You asked for NBI, right? I think we lined up
Yeah,
with San
for
Fernando.
the NPIs, because of course, even though internally you have a good relationship towards your coworkers and employers.
You also passed the passport already because you renew your passport before you go to Canada.
Yeah,
I think.
because anytime if once the employer approve your visa, they want everything full intact. No need to wait
Yeah.
lang. Oh, you have a flight ticket, you don't have a passport. Even the Canadian government wants you to be here, but the Philippine embassy, you don't have valid documents. So
It's
it
still
will delay,
useless. So
right?
yeah, I remember every step of the way. I'm also there. Sometimes nag-absent pa nga ako. Because I remember you get your NBI. We lined up for a long time in San Fernando.
But now I think
Pampanga,
it's very
right?
quick and it's 10 years
And
before.
even your
Yeah.
passport, nagpunta pa tayo sa Manila.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of things,
Yeah,
but
but
we're just sharing it to you
It's
guys.
perseverance, right?
We're just sharing to you
And
guys.
after that, what's the
Yeah.
process after completing all
Yeah,
those papers?
for those online applications, so you uploaded it.
Mhm.
And then there is a tracking number that
Yeah.
American said, oh, you have your application number now because you have completed all the documents online. All hard copies. There are hard copies that can be original or can be original, like only duplicate copy. But of course, your NSO, your birth certificate,
Hindi masyadong malaki.
but I'm really
And then-
a big guys. So
So yeah, NSO I think, right? So that
Yeah.
is a proof that you're a Filipino citizen.
and of course the Senomar certificate of no marriage because
Yeah.
he's just my fiancé.
That's why I told you everything. We post everything. We post everything because of the application of Canadian Dream.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong, guys. If you are married, you can still
Yeah,
apply.
yeah,
But
married.
they will ask you the marriage certificate.
Yeah, that's why I told you we're about to get married that time, but we posted because her application is single. We don't want to any trouble on the plea.
Yeah, one thing more. There's a situation that you're not married, but you have living partner and you have a kid.
That's
So
that's me later.
yeah, that one is different still. So you know what I mean is in application, if you're not married, you will say, oh, I'm not married, I cannot apply. No, if you're living together, you can still apply, but still
Single.
So in our next video, we will
Yeah.
identify those.
That's what I did.
Application.
Open work permit. Later we will.
Yeah,
maybe
what
the
we're
next
doing in
video.
our first vlog, guys, is the general application,
So
the
after-
overview.
So after na nun, we completed all the papers already. What's
So
the next
we
step?
submitted, right? We submitted So you will not waste money, time, and your energy. And of course, you will be disappointed if you will keep on coming back a million times there, and they will asking you, oh, this one is incomplete, this one is incomplete. Waiting, patience is a virtue. There's no waiting. So after a while, we submitted all the copies, original, duplicate, very kind.
Yeah.
So they said,